going to be going over how to catch a hydrant per the 2019 Florida State Fire College POs. So our firefighter is going to come to the back of the engine and grab his hydrant bag, as you can see found in the rear compartment. He's then going to make sure that the rear compartment stays closed. As he approaches the hydrant, he's going to be placing his bag in a convenient location where it is not going to be in the way, while it still remains convenient to get supplies. As you can see, he's done so by placing it on the hydrant. He's then going to grab his hydrant wrench out of the bag and place it on the main 4.5-inch steamer, or main connection. He's going to loosen it and then place his hydrant wrench in a convenient location again, making sure that it won't get lost. As he begins to remove his main cap, he's then also going to place it behind so it doesn't get lost. As he opens it, turning it counterclockwise, he's going to make sure that the water is flowing fully until it's clear and filling the entire orifice. He's going to shut the hydrant back down by turning it clockwise. As you can see here, he flowed it for a good amount of time so that the hydrant, the water came out fully from the entire orifice, and he made sure water was clear. He also stood behind to make sure that he was in a safe spot in case one of the caps came off. It could injure him. He's then going to remove his side connections as well so that he can hook up his gate valve. Also, you want to remember that because we're here at headquarters, these hydrants are going to be pretty clean. They get run on a pretty regular basis. But for general purpose, when we're testing hydrants, we want to make sure that we open them and let them flow so that all the dirty water gets flown out of there before we're putting that into our trucks. So he removed the side connection and he's going to be hooking up his gate valve. Notice that he's hooking up his gate valve.
Gasket, swivel.
After checking for gasket swivel, notice how he's hooking up his gate valve to make sure that the double female is there on the outside, so if someone were to come with a male side of the hose or a female side of the hose, they'd be able to connect without having to shut down the hydrant. So now that we know that the hydrant's operational, our firefighter is going to go and grab a 5-inch hose from the engine, and he's going to make the connection. Again, check for a gasket in his 5-inch connector, Stort's connection. So this is going to be able to connect from the male of the hydrant onto the Stort's 5-inch. After ensuring it's tight, we're going to go ahead and connect. When connecting, we want to make sure that we hear the click so we know this isn't going to come off after flowing water. Listen closely. Alright, we've ensured that the hydrant is connected, and our firefighter is now going to wait for our driver to call for water. So say water has been called for, we've opened the hydrant by turning counterclockwise. Our firefighter is now going to return to the engine and store the hydrant bag back in the rear where it is. As he walks back to his apparatus, he's going to make sure that he addresses any kinks in the line and connects to the engine. After the engine has fully pulled away and our first coupling has fallen off the back bed of the engine, our firefighter can now start to work on connecting the hydrant. So as you can see, he's now going to deploy the 5-inch line so that he has approximately 10 feet coming out in front of the hydrant. He makes this connection, hears the click, ensures that it's good, and pulls back. When he hears his driver call for water, he's going to charge the line, and as he walks back to the engine, he's going to police any kinks and make sure that none are in the way. Task complete. So as a final result, this is basically what our hydrant's going to look like. As you can see, we have our 5-inch connection to the main valve. Right here, you have your connection where it goes from a male with the adapter of the female to a Stort's coupling so the 5-inch can connect. And then over here on the 3 or 2.5-inch, you have your gate valve, which should always be closed. As you can see, we know it's closed by pulling it to the right and it can't go any further. We have here the connection, and then we have our double female on the outside. So if I were to come in with a 3-inch male, it connects, or if I come with a female, all I have to do is remove this. That's our final product, and the successful hydrant has been caught.